Georgia is a 24.5-point favorite against Kentucky. How often is an SEC team favored by this much over a non-Vanderbilt opponent in a conference game? It's very rare.
Andy, how high would you go before you would take Kentucky here?
32.
Yeah, I would be in the 30s somewhere. I think Georgia. Look at the total and look at the spread.
Yeah,
this is going to be like
the total's 45.5,
48 to 10 type scenario here.
Kentucky's offense was so bad against South Carolina.
I don't know how you. It's a really, really bad time to have an offensive crisis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Georgia is so much better than South Carolina.
Because Georgia beats them by more than 24 most of the time when Kentucky is good.
Right.
Like this is
a lot of times you see Kentucky having a good year. Now, this game is much earlier in the season than Kentucky, Georgia usually is. But you see Kentucky having a good year. They'd be like 5-0. They go play Georgia, and then they get beat, 38 to 10. This is a bad Kentucky team. I realize it's one game, and they actually only played a game and a half because the Southern Miss game got called. I don't know that I need to see more than what we saw on Saturday.
Just give me Georgia. Let's, you know what? The breakdown of this game is not as interesting as the post game would be if Kentucky actually is good. But I think that Georgia is better than Kentucky in every single way.
All those existential questions that we would have, if Kentucky had beaten South Carolina and then gone into this game and gotten beaten by 25, we would have been asking all those Mark Stoops existential questions. We're not asking that now. We know Kentucky fans are out on Mark Stoops. I read the KSR board right after that game. They're done, which I said the flirtation with Texas A&M was going to cause them to lose faith faster in him. But if the Texas A&M thing had never happened, that game still would have done the same thing.
Yeah. It's just an unfortunate turn of events here. And if Kentucky is able to play this to a 2-score game and show some life, then maybe you get some confidence back. But I think Georgia's just going to maul them.
So Scott asked the question, do you think Kentucky lost as bad as they did to the Gamecocks because of the look ahead? I don't. I don't think they were looking ahead past South Carolina, because when you have a schedule as hard as Kentucky's, and South Carolina is one of the conference games that you think you can win or you think you should win, you don't look past them. I don't think they were looking past South Carolina at all. I think they just might not be very good. This particular mix of players might not work well together.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm taking Georgia. It's a lot of points. Don't care. Taking Georgia. You could play Prize Picks anytime you want because they've got the NFL, they've got the WNBA, they've got darts, they've got esports, you name it. But the board is going to be stacked for college football early in the week, and you can start having some fun with college football and Prize Picks. So you play $5, you get $50 instantly if you use the code Staples. Prize Picks is the most fun daily fantasy game in the world. You're playing against the number. There's going to be a total number of yards for, let's say, a receiver or a quarterback. So in the game that we're talking about with Kansas and UNLV, Jalen Daniels, they'll be probably, he can throw for more than or fewer than this many yards. He can run for more than or fewer than this many yards, combined rushing and receiving. And you decide, is it going to be more than? Is it going to be less than? You pick that square. You pick at least 2 squares. You can pick more than that. And the more you pick, the higher the potential payout. So download that Prize Picks app. Use the code Staples. Play 5. Get 50 instantly. And also, all year or all month long, you play Caleb Williams with the Bears. And as he throws for a yard, you win that square. So he did throw for a yard.
That was actually kind of a close one.
It was close. He threw for a yard. The Bears won. He didn't throw for a lot of yards, but he did throw for a yard. So you're going to get him every week this month as well. So download that Prize Picks app, code Staples, play 5, get 50. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.